So are we ready to start? Or we'll wait few minutes. Well, anyway, it's gonna be recorded. So we can start right now, and others will join in few minutes, I think. Okay, welcome to our webinar. My name is Natali, and I would like to introduce today's speakers. It's Roman Burduža and Fedir Kompaniiets. They are co-founders of Gart Solutions. It's a company that helps with IT infrastructure. Let me share this screen. So all is fine, right? You see the screen.
Yep.
Second. Yeah, today's our topic is about AI and how to build AI agent infrastructure. We see that many teams has a variety of disconnected tools, has different chatbots and processes around it. But we also see that there is a problem and there are some security concerns, some concerns about how to orchestrate all those things, and so on. And it all lies lies behind the infrastructure. And today, we are going to talk a little bit more about this. I would like to start some questioning of our today's speakers. Yeah, Fedor, for example, what? So uh, you you see this situation, and team has a variety of ChatGPT subscriptions, different GenAI pilots, Copilot running on a laptop. So does it really change the throughput? Does it really change the efficiency of the team?
Thank you for this question. Hello, everyone. What I can say, here is a pattern which we see basically mostly everywhere. Companies have ChatGPT open in one tab and Copilot suggestion in another, and every conversation usually starts from zero. Yeah, so they have no shared memory, no system state. Um, it's like a totally disconnected tools that don't talk to each other. And it's actually like an old model. So one chat for everything. Uh, you would ask AI to help you with your code, and by the fifth message, it had forgotten the context from the first. So the better model is to specialize AI role, a dedicated agent for engineering intelligence, for UI analysis, for quality assurance. So each which define inputs, output, and automated quality gates built in. Yeah, so I would say that AI currently is like AI adoption. It's look like evolution states. So first level, it's like just a tool. Second level, it's like using some kind of shared memory. And the like third one is like a orchestration. So most companies are still stuck on the level one and wondering why nothing actually changing.
Yeah, and here we have like an image of how it works, right? Where is the mass on the first one, and different specialized AI roles on the second one, and yeah, and there is the change where the industry moves. Um, okay, let's go a little bit further, and I will switch to asking Roman to give us more context about AI agents. So, how you would explain what it is and what they do?
Yeah, so when we're talking about AI agents, so we are actually making a shift from just chatting with a ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini to something that could perform or act for you, like on your behalf. And I would say that we could probably select three things that making agent an agent. Um, so the first one, it will be like autonomous action. So agent, it not only like a chat that you could have a conversation, but it also could do something for you, like modify text, call APIs, drop your production database, even you didn't ask about this. Also agent, it's a dynamic and the dynamic conversational system. Yeah, so you ask, you probably give some commands to the agent. It goes analyze some data. It could interact with your systems, with your dependency, with third party dependencies, whatever it has access to. And depends on this information, uh, it could change actually like what to do, yeah, or decide what to do. And the third one is like a um, systemic automation. Yeah. So when we're talking about agent, we would like to delegate some end-to-end problem solving to the agent, and integrate them into some part of our business process. So yeah, so you can see some potential use cases on the slide. For sure, there are much more, but they're just a brief example.
Yeah, and we talk about autonomous right agents, and how do you think how much they are autonomous, and um, like what they do and what they have to do in the autonomous way?
Yeah, it's actually the caveat of autonomy of agent. That's one of the reasons why we're having this discussion right now, because uh, autonomous, it means that we delegate some part of work to the agent and we give him authority to do some kind of work. But again, so it's at first it's kind of new technology, and like a couple of years before we even didn't have AI. Yeah, so it's a very new technology. And right now we have agents, and every day like everything is changing. We delegate some autonomy to agents, tell him like to do some tasks for us, but agents could be quite creative. I'm saying creative as it's like a polite word. So they could be quite creative and do something what you don't expect from them. So this autonomy, which we need to pay some attention in.
Mhm. Okay, let's move further, and I will ask Fedir. Like here we see that like agents are not smarter chatbots, and it sounds really interesting. And here's the question: like, how should people think about the agents?
Um, yeah, it's actually a good question, and here I want to make some kind of mental model shift because it change how you build like everything. Uh, Try to stop think about AI as a tool you prompt and start think about it as a microservice you deploy into your ecosystem. An agent is like a self-contained software product with defined inputs, with a processing logic and with outputs. It actually deploy it's actually deployed, versioned, mentioned, just like any other service in your IT stack. A chat tool helps a human do a task, but an AI agent actually try to own the task from end to end and trigger by any event, but not from like a human prompt. Think about the shift concretely. So what can be the input? Input can be some kind of raw data or a system trigger. Then you need to have some kind of processing. Processing is like a LLM reasoning combined with your business rules. And outputs, it's like not just like a text response. Yeah, it's a system state change. It can be create a ticket or a pull request approved or blocked. It can be a Slack message with some kind of report or an incident resolve notification or something like this. So once you build with that mental model, you will stop building chatbots and start building your like AI software.
Mhm. Yeah, so actually we move from like a tool like prompt to microservice, right? That you deploy. Okay, let's move a little bit and start actually talking about AI agent infrastructure. So still to give you a little bit more of context, right? Because it's quite a new term. It's quite early. We were talking about about infrastructure, right? Right now, AI agent infrastructure. So we need to know what's under the hood and I will ask Roman, I think, right, to explain a little bit about the concept.
Yeah. So first of all, even if something looks like a magic right now, and for people who are not very in touch with these technologies, it really could look like a magic. So you could just not write a code anymore by yourself and ask agents to write code or do something for you. But still, it's a technology, but quite a complex technology. And if talking on a high level about what is under the hood of this agents, we have couple of components for sure. One of the most important is LLM because it's a brain of agent. It's something that makes decision. It's something that actually coordinate the actions of agent, and there could be different LLMs that use it. So it could be some commercial products like from OpenAI, Entropy, Gemini, or for sure there could be like in some cases um, self-hosted open source models like Olama. Again, depends on the case and data privacy and whatever. After this, so even we have a brain as an LLM, so we need something to actually do actions. Yeah. So if we integrate an agent into our workflow, our business process or technical process, we need to give him ability to make some actions like orchestration. It could be orchestration framework like N8N, AutoGen, whatever. So even like self-made or safe development and house development could be there as well. But orchestration, it's something like a agent's hand. Then there's a memory. Memory for sure, like set of data, long-term, short-term, vector database, some common like relationship database. And I would say one of the most important things that also were created together with agents and with AI. It's an MCP. So what is MCP? It's like a model context protocol, and this is standardized way for AI agents and AI system to access external systems, external data, storages, whatever. So that's one of the very important layers.
Okay, thank you for explanation. And let's move to AI engine, and a few examples of it. I will ask Fedor to explain us, to give us few examples, to explain how it works on practice, probably. The word is yours.
Yeah. So let's look at it on example for some kind of QA engine. So let's imagine that developer opens some pull request with code changes, and that is like for us, it's like an input. It's some kind of system event that pull requests have been opened. It's not like a simple human prompt. So the next one is that the LLMs then reads the diff, applies your test coverage policy, identify risk patterns, and write some test cases. So this is a processing step. And what actually the output? The output is uh, tests are executed. A risk report is posted to some Slack or any other like a notification channel. The pull request is either blocked or approved. And it's actually have some zero human touch. Uh, Compare that to chat or like a copilot. Uh, it assists a human. It needs some kind of prompt, produce text, and an agent own your task from like end to end. It's triggered by an event and produce system state change. That is a difference between AI that helps you to work and AI that does actually the work.
Okay, thank you so much. And let's talk a little bit about actually the agent stack. I will ask Roman, imagine you are a CTO approaching this for the first time. So what does your infrastructure stack will look like?
Yeah, I think it's a couple of repeating of what I said just before. So uh, three main layers. Like LLM as a brain, you're just picking up what is more suitable for your business requirements and for your job. Yeah, it could be like what is because even LLMs. So we could select LLM depends on what you are trying to do, and because different LLMs are better at different things. Yeah, so OpenAI is better probably with the conversational things, and Tropic could be better in some math and coding, Gemini in some other things. So that first it's a select LLMs. There are kind of a lot of LLM tests which are showing what is better where. And then we have we have an orchestration layer. So if you're building an agent, you need to think how your agent will be integrated into your environment. What kind of permissions you provide to this agent? What kind of tools will be used for integration itself? Like, is it some already created framework, or you will call directly some APIs, or you will use MCPs, whatever. Yeah, so this is an orchestration layer. It's like a conductor. And MCP tools and skills, it's what we have on top of all of this when we have like underlying infrastructure with LLM and orchestration. Then we connect also external data sources, external connectors. We probably how to say, we probably fine-tune our agent with a specific set of skills that we could delegate to it. So, and actually, don't forget about measurement. It's kind of important thing. So, because without observability, if you cannot observe it, you could not do it. Some kind of monitoring framework or monitoring tool set. It's a classic monitoring tool set, Grafana, Prometheus. You could use it with an agent, with agent as well. Because again, under the hood, it is still a set of technologies that we used to use.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving this comment. I really hope it's gonna be useful for those who listens, and we will dig into more details. And I will ask Fedir actually how to make a choice, right? How to decide which model to choose. So should it be A10? Should it be LangGraph or something else like a custom? So what do you think about this?
The short answer is that there is no like a one correct choice, because each of solution which currently we have on the market, or even you have you decide to write your own backend solution, it's should be meet with your actual needs. So if we looking for example we have on this slide, so for example, yeah, an A10 is good for operation automation, internal frameworks, and non-engineering building flow. So the trade-off is limited flexibility for complex branching, and a vendor lock. It's like one of the risk. So probably you don't want to use it when you need some kind of fine-grained agent state control. If we talk about LangGraph, it's quite cool for complex multi-agent logic. It's like a stateful graphs and research-grade pipelines. Uh, as for me, it has a steep learning curve. It's like a Python heavy, and it's much harder for non-devs auditory. So probably if your team have no like a Python or ML background, it's would be like quite hard to start with this solution. And like a custom backend, it's always on the table, so it gives you full control for production system with a strict SLAs, so you're free to do everything you want. But it can be quite expensive to build, and your own like a bugs always be with you. So probably you can hold with it when you just like validating your use cases on the beginning of your development. I can't say that I can recommend some specific tools or like a solution or approach. So each of them it's related to some specific use case. So think about what you want to achieve and then make the choice.
Good. So in any way, the solution is custom for each of the cases, and well, whether you have a technical expertise in your team, or you want, for example, us to involve, think over the best solution in your case. Okay. The question to Roman. So how should we test agents?
Yeah, I think it's quite a hard, yeah, it's quite hard question from the technology perspective. First of all, because the problem with AI and the problem is AI is that AI is non-deterministic. So even giving AI the same prompt, the same request, it's a big chance like having different results depends on, I don't know, AI mood. How to build the framework, how to test the AI agent before rolling it out with the production or giving some access into a real system. For now, I would say probably like four or five actions how to do this. First, evaluate, not just test. So you need to create a successful criteria before you start using this AI agent before you start building it. So like multiple methods should be combined, like and check output where it is possible. So there is right now an idea in general that like we could use one LLM or one AI for doing the work and this another LLM to verify the work. But yes, it could be worked in some moments in some points, but it's not the only one source of truth. So we usually need to put someone to validate the results because LLM are still like they're quite biased. There are tools like LangSmith and Brain Trust to support testing. What else? Like we need to trace everything. Yeah. So if we start an agent, add as much tracing, as much logs as it is possible, like all the inputs, source change, tools calling, like external calling, whatever. Like if you don't have this information, it's will be quite difficult to make a post analysis again and understand why it was done in such way or another. Again, so because there is not when we are working with AI, it's a paradigm shift from the, okay, if we have an algorithm and this algorithm was like coded and tested, it will, in the most cases, it will be work like it was developed. But with AI, unfortunately, we have this variability and non-deterministic. And also like some kind of regression test for prompts. If we have AI agents that could be interacted with our or it could be work with a user prompt. So we, for example, have a chat, and user could chat with AI agents that doing something in the back end of our system. Then we need to make a quite more attention to the prompt itself. So we need to first of all we need to test the system prompts and make a regression for them. And the second, we also need to how to say we need to make some evaluation a clearance of what user tell to our system, because there could be also security issues. Okay, it could be some prompt injection, so we need to clean this prompt and combine it, check if this user prompt is not contradictional with what we have in our system prompt. So it's an additional layer of checks. Again, production monitoring, will not stop a lot of this. So monitoring is a key to observability. If we don't have it, then we don't know what's going on. And probably one thing that is not mentioned here, but I would recommend to do it before starting the usage of agent, like run it in a shadow mode before, like just integrate it in a system like you would like to integrate it in a real one, but cut all the connection to external system. Do not allow agent to break anything. So observe for weeks or months how it's working, so how it really iterates with the tools, but in the shadow mode without access to any of the production or any other kind of sensitive resources.
Thank you. Yeah, right now, I think we can talk a little bit more about use cases, and later on we will go to I think the most sensitive topics, and where we had lots of discussions about security and how to control that and so on. So coming back to here, Fedor, can you give us a few examples, or let's talk about this one, because yeah, we could have variety of use cases, and let's talk about this one, about support triage agent. What can it do?
Okay, let's look in this example. Yeah, so it's a quite good use case. And try to identify how actually the agent can work on some production ecosystem. Yeah. So let's imagine that sometime at 2 a.m. Customer email arrives at the sandbox and to support sandbox. Oh, sandbox inbox, sorry. With subject double charge on invoice 4421. And it's definitely for customer, it's sentiment, it's frustrated. So in a couple of seconds, the agent classify it as a billing dispute with high priority. Next, the LLM tags it the intent and extracts the invoice number from the body. In 2 more seconds, the agent pulls the customer history from, I don't know, the index and Stripe, and confirm there is indeed a duplicate charge. Uh, then in 5 seconds later, yeah, it drafts a response in the customer language, for example, German in this case, yeah, including the refund timeline, a ticket reference, and the apology pattern from the company playbook. Then it posted everything to Slack for human approval with full context and one-click approve button. So at 9 a.m., support lead approves it. When it taps on their phone, yeah. Total agent processing time it's close to, I don't know, 11 or 50 seconds, something like this. And total human time it's just for a review and approve in a like a perfect case. So the result in production, what we can see in case if we prolongate it for some kind of long period, for example, for 30 days, it's a huge increasing of ticket stage. It's a I don't know, 11 seconds average processing time, and more than 90% for human approval rate with no edits required. So zero ticket sent without human approval. Uh, so the tech stack here can be like NA10 for orchestration. It can be Cloud Sonnet for classification and drafting. Zendesk and Stripe API for data. And the Slack approval gate for a human in-loop control. So something like this.
Yeah, but it's one of the use cases that can save you lots of hours of time and money as well, and quickly react on the issue. And so imagine everything could be automated to the way where you just only thing you need to do is just push a button and approve it, right? And that's a magic. Another use case. Uh, Roman, I will ask you about to tell us about this one, like a PR review agent. What can it do and what's the value?
Yeah, that's the one is probably quite common right now already, and a lot of teams are using them. So it's when AI helps to review PRs created by other AIs or other people. So in this case, we integrate we integrate AI agent into CI/CD process. Just imagine that someone from the team open a PR in a GitHub, and in this case, like webhook fires run AI agent to analyze the code, the changes, like all the conditions, all the rules that use it in a team, and perform a code review. One of the examples that quite common to use, it's a review of a Terraform plan, for example, as well. When Terraform plan is quite huge for a human, it could be difficult to read or to read and analyze what actually will be changed, and what is just not real changes, but just a drift that is harmless to be deployed. And in this case, code review and plan review is quite useful thing. So AI agent could make a code review, analyze style guides, or like historical changes, find if probably something would be breaking after code change. Then we have a kind of classic tools like run tests, but some of the tests could be generated on the fly, for example, just for a particular use case. Analyze security risks, and just a risk scan for the what could be potentially broken if we use something. Yeah, like if we change an API in our request, and we have a customer who are calling this API, will they be affected? Or if we have a contract with the different systems, so would they be affected, and what be the risk? So AI could do it for you. For sure, it's not the final source of truth, but it could show you, it could lead you to the direction where the potentially harmful operation could be. Yeah, and one of the example that we've seen, that it's like introducing such kind of a pipeline. It's around 65% decrease of time to the first review, and increase test coverage up to 40%.
And one more case we do have. It's about it has to be about cost, right? Meeting.
No, this one regarding meetings.
Meetings, yeah. This one regarding meeting, then we have one more. Fedor, what do you think about this use case?
It's a good one actually, because from my experience, I would say that the admin burden after meetings is one of the biggest hidden productivity drains in any organization. Yeah, so every team lose about 30 minutes after each meeting just on administrative work. It's writing notes, creating tickets, sending summaries, multiply that by the numbers of meetings per week, or like per team or per year. So it starts to be enormous. Yeah. So here is how agent can help you here. For example, Zoom or Google Meet recording webhook fires. Yeah. Within 30 seconds, the transcript is ready. And LLM identifies all decision made, all action items, broken responsible owners, and deadlines. After that, new Jira tickets will be automatically created with the right title, owners, deadlines, and a direct link to the relevant timestamp in the transcript. Yeah. So the Notion meeting notes, the Notion meeting notes is can be auto-populated and linked into the project hub. and each action item owner receive like a Slack notification. For example, you have two new actions from today's sync up. Please conform or push it back, something like this. The impact per team can be quite around, I don't know, 25 hours for admin time saved. And I suppose it's good stuff. The short summary is that with AI, you can automate all stuff you usually do repeatedly during your organizational work. So it's a good point.
Yeah, and there are a variety of use cases like this, and it can vary from one organization to another. But in any way, I am sure you have lots of potential use cases that has to be automated first. Um, the only few scenes here are about costs and security, and it's like something challenging. And I will return to you, Fedor, back to put some ideas on AI agent costs, as it's very controversially topic, and yeah.
Yeah, I would say that here we need to be quite honest to yourself because it's a quite sensitive place, and whole your like agents project can be depends on the costs actually. So. Building a robust AI agents goes beyond the simple code. So you're reading with LLM API fees that can be significant and unpredictable, especially at high request volumes or with a complex multi-step reasoning. If you are self-hosting model, the compute cost is like your GPUs, like a storage, networking, and it can be substantial. There are orchestration frameworks, custom connectors, integration tools, so it's different ways to perform this. And ongoing operational overhead, it's usually monitoring, logging, security, and human in the loop like a mechanism. So the good news here is these costs are very controllable if you pay attention to it. Yeah, so I can provide some kind of suggestion and some kind of mechanism which we see on this field. So the first one is try to cache repeated LLM calls. Yeah, and it can save you from 30 to 60% of your API costs. Try to use smaller models for routing and classification, and reserve something big like a GPT-4 or Claude only for actual reasoning steps. Uh, the next one is to set some hard token budgets per agent run. So it can help you to control your costs on like a small steps and provide you more like visibility. And the last one is something related to previous. It's a monitor costs per task, not just like a total spend. It can give you some kind of overrise you lose, so it help you to have some kind of visibility on which action you're actually worth running.
Well, by the way, Fedor, did you face the situation when you ran out of course, like in a few hours or one day?
Yeah, so it's usually happen when you actually start to manage this like agent. Yeah, because for from the beginning it can be some kind of black box, and quite important to clearly understand what actually happening when you do some kind of call, what actually AI start doing. Yeah, and try to control it with some kind of limits, planning, and so on.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Let's go to the trust component and to security. It's Roman's favorite topic, and the floor is yours to a little bit us explain how to control that.
Yeah, that's true. It's my favorite topic because as an engineers, we actually used to build a reliable systems that we could trust, systems that will be available all the time. Yeah, so if you're going to do some transfers from your bank account, you're expecting that like you could log into the bank application like 24/7, 365 years per days per year. So with AI, it's challenging. It's challenging because AI could be helpful. It could speed up a lot of things, but again, so we have a lot of cases, and one of the favorite, my new favorite one, I just read this couple of days before. It's with some startup which drops a production database with an AI using the cursor. Yeah, it was just AI that ignored all the instructions and potentially, if we can say it for AI, like drop the production database. They're currently like looking for a way how to restore this. So I would prefer not to be in this situation. So we should think beforehand how we build our processes working with AI tools or AI agent integrated in our system before we be in a very in a very bad state. And the first one is an isolation. Isolation from the environment, like some kind of sandboxing, and isolation from the performance, from the permissions. How everyone starts. I believe that like most people start using AI at okay. We have a very nice tool like OpenClaw. We have very nice tools like Cloud Code. We start using it on our machines, and actually, when I use for example, Cloud Code from my machine, from my personal account, so it could potentially have all the permissions that my personal account that I have on my personal account, and to use all the tool sets that I have installed on my machine. So we need to isolate. One of the first step, we need to isolate it in a sandbox environment, use containers, use separated environment, any level of isolation that you could allow. And do not use your personal accounts, especially if you have some permissions into real system, into real clouds. Use this agent with read-only access and try to scope permissions. It's a good principle that we are using for a lot of years before, principle of least privilege, and it's also applicable for the AI as well. For sure, we would like to delegate it more and give more permissions, but there is a trade-off with the security. Also, like human in the loop, if it is possible, especially for business critical actions or like any kind of destructive actions or potentially harmful actions, like human in the loop is a pattern that you could follow and control what AI is going to do, like plan, review, plan, review, plan, review, and only after this, like allow to do some actions. I would not tell a lot about backup. So there are just two type of people who are doing backup and who are already doing backup. So it's still applicable. And yeah, like what to say? So again, create circuit breakers. Do not trust a lot to AI. Think about defense because AI introduce more like it increased speed, but it also like increased speed of errors as well and like error rates as well. So you need to pay additional attention into this. So probably have a AI manager role who is like organizing all the processes and rules and guidelines how AI is using in a company, and set up the framework inside company which is fine for particular your use case.
Yeah, and as more as I remember, am I right that in your work you also have agents that check another agents? So, like in order not to give a lot of information and I know clean up the database, for example, in one click, right?
Yeah, it could be integrated with a different agent, but as we told before, so checking AI with another AI give you some level of confidence or some level of trust, but again, it's still not so safe as with a human.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and another question: big players are already rolling out their frameworks, some governance toolkits, etc. So, what do you think about that? Do you already use that? What's from your experience?
Yeah, what I would say, so we are not the only one who are thinking about this, and that's a good sign, because it's a problem that currently industry leaders they observe that actually AI is growing, and the speed of AI adoption is very fast, very fast, very big. And we need to set up something, some governance rules, some toolkits how to manage this AI in our infrastructure. And this is one of the first attempt to standardize this. It's a good attempt for Microsoft. They released uh, like AI agent governance toolkit. This is an open source. There are a couple of very good ideas that everyone could read and integrate into their company. Yeah. So, and I like this because it means that big players are creating also standards and some tools and some tools and helpers that will be developed continuously and help us to survive in this AI world.
Yeah. Uh, Also, we have to remember that there is a certain work that AI agents just don't do, and what we try to avoid them doing. Fedir, what do you think about this? Which type of work we don't delegate to them?
Yeah, it's a quite important question because overreach is one of the most important mistake. So I would say that you should have some patterns or anti-patterns. It depends on how to look on it. So to manage your like AI agents, yeah. So from our experience, agents in our system are strictly prohibited from directly deploying any changes to production. So critical architectural decisions stay with human experts. Direct client communication is reserved to the people. And unverified production database migrations are like off limits. So complex incident resolution requires also some kind of human intervention at least on the first stage. So and more broadly, there are things that simply cannot be automated. Yeah, so for example, strategic prioritization, defining some sprint focus based on a client needs, retention metrics, and unwritten business context. That's requires human in judgment, empathy and real-time context, managing a client escalation, running live demo, turning a work concern into actionable engineering task. That's what agents basically can't do. Yeah. And one more, it's probably individual mentorship. So working with developers on edge case and complex validation, that algorithm which cannot be do by automation AI tools. So the best AI system know what they actually not for.
Yeah. And the question to Roman, when it makes sense and when not. Yeah, if you can.
Yeah, it's a question that we often ask it, and the honest answer is like it will work when you have actually some clear process, some structured workflow, predictable steps that probably could be delegated to agent. Yeah, so data are fine, like clear inputs, repetitive process, and you could try to put agent inside, not just code it as an algorithm, but give AI a little bit freedom to work inside this process. It could be, for example, like quite a common one is a chatbots within the company's library, but it could find an information or help your clients, external customers to find an answer about how company works, or probably or potentially even request something. Okay, when I don't know, I want to request some license from the organizational help desk process. So there's a clear process how licenses are provided. There's a I don't know, interfaces for this. So we could integrate AI into this and make it like a human interface. Okay, I just type that I need some license. AI knows the process, how it looks like, knows the system, knows the interfaces, and just go and assign this license to user if we have licenses, if we have budget, if we don't need approval for this, whatever. So if this process is structured, so it's much easier to integrate AI inside this process. But it will not work if the process is chaotic. So if there are like a lot of unknowns and unclear, so you will get just a AI automated chaos. Yeah. So
Yeah, I will try to summarize that. Today many of people are building agents. They are changing their processes, etc. But not only you should build an agent, right? But also think about security side, about different governance frameworks that will control you, about not running out of costs, as we recently heard the story of Uber that burned for 2 months or for 3 months the year cost for AI infrastructure and tools. So the thing is that you have to go from this webinar with some action points you would actually change in your team. And I will ask Fedir to summarize what actually they should do when they return on Monday morning, on tomorrow morning, what they actually what to start with.
I would suggest to do some kind of practical exercise. It's just like a 3 steps here. So the first one is identifying where your team have a bottleneck. So try to pick one process where a human is doing repetitive, and try to identify these tasks. Yeah, so it can be the first these processes can be your first agent candidate. The second one is identifying what does work done and how it should looks like for that process. If you cannot define the output precisely, you're not ready to automate this process. Define your inputs, outputs, and success criteria first. That's this clarity is a prerequisite for everything. And the third one, it's what would a 2-week diagnostic tell you? So this is something we try to offer. Yeah, so we can map your current AI tool usage, identify the highest ROI automation candidates, and deliver prioritize agent roadmap. So no commitment beyond the diagnostic. So firstly, you need to understand and clarify what exactly you are going to do and what should be the result. So as I said, the diagnostic is the first step. It takes close to, I don't know, probably 2 weeks. Cost a fraction for a pilot and gives you a clear answer. So build, wait, and or don't bother this.
Yeah.
That's
With
it.
this, yeah, I think with this, Fedor and Roman, they can help as we actually work on a like a CTO level, right? Starting from observing the issues and then helping to with a resolution. And you might probably have your own team inside, and that could be very good. But if not, so you know how to knock to our doors and ask us for certain support. And thank you so much for visiting this webinar today. I really hope it was interesting for you, not only like something about vibe coding and something super fancy, but also about building a structure and the stability and the basis. So we usually run webinars like once per month, and I invite you for the next one as soon as we make an announcement, and really wish you a good day. And if you have any questions, yeah, we forgot about the questions, I think, but if you have any questions afterwards, please send us, contact us, and we will be really happy to answer. Yeah, good.
Good.
Okay, then have a good day and bye bye.
Yeah, thank you. Take care. Bye bye.